Awesome. Hi guys. I'm just gonna give it a minute. Let some friends come on. Great. Cool. Hi. Welcome to some gentle yoga. Hi. Great. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I knew where orders were. Hi. Hi, Paula. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Cool. Okay. Good to see you. If you want to take a moment and just to grab your mat, grab a pillow if you want it. We're going to do a little gentle flow. And I'm Becca. Great. So good to see you. Nice to be here, part of the Medicinal Dreams community. Awesome. So I'm going to get us started now, okay? Please comment. It's just so beautiful outside here today in Maryland that I decided to be spontaneous and to do this practice outside with you guys. So please feel free to message if you have any special requests or anything that you'd like for us to bring to you in the future. Feel free to let us know. So we have my class on Sundays at 4:30 Eastern Time, and then on Sundays, and then on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we have some restorative options for you from some of my friends, Eva and Richie. So we'd love to see you guys there. So let's get started. Let's start out lying down on our backs. And you can take whatever form of lying down feels good to you. Whenever you get there, just allow yourself some time to really feel your way into what feels like a supportive spot for you. So if you want to have your knees bent, maybe the knees are knocking together, maybe you let the knees open up, or just have your legs out extended. I like to take my hands and place them on my belly. And then just gently rock your head side to side. Side to side. And just let your eyes start to look around the room or whatever space you're in. For me, I'm just checking out my tree branches here. Just notice some shapes and some colors. And then you're welcome to close your eyes whenever you'd like. Great. Hi, heart wide. Bushnell T. Great. Awesome. So as you just lie here, just start to feel your breath as it comes in through the nose. And then an exhale out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And just notice if you can feel that inhale through the belly. And the exhale, just pulling the belly, the navel back towards the spine. Again, a smooth breath in. And a big breath out. Your fingers and let the palms flip up to the space above you. And then slowly start to gather the knees into the chest. Start to let your knees rock from side to side. Just feeling your lower back here on the extend the left arm to the left. Just a nice big twist. I invite you to bring your chin over the left shoulder. And just pause here for another breath. And you're going to hug your knees into the chest. And then the knees can come over to the left. Maybe the right arm extends to the right. Feel yourself draw that right shoulder down towards the ground. And take another big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly bring the knees back into center. You can rock forward and back a couple of times or rock off onto your side, however you'd like, so that you can start to come up into a seated position. Once you come up here in your seat, you can draw your shoulders up, back down a couple of times. If it feels uncomfortable for you to have your knees or your ankles crossed, you can always just bring your legs out in front of you, whatever feels best. Just like to roll out any of those little gritty spots. And then start to draw the shoulder circles in the opposite direction. Take a nice big breath in, big breath out. I invite you to bring your hands over your heart and maybe a simple gesture of tucking the chin into the chest. Just checking in. Check in with this heart space. What is it that you need for this time? What qualities would you like to see come into your practice on and off the mat? Maybe it's steadiness or tranquility, peace, hope. Whatever it is that you need, just try to create a short sentence that invites that in. I invite in peace to my heart. You can use this or create your own statement. And take another big breath in and sigh it out. And let whatever that intention is that you created for your practice, just come back to it whenever you feel like the mind starts to get distracted. Let's also, the cherry on top can be just inviting in some gratitude as well. So you can take your hands into Anjali or into prayer in front of your heart and just begin to warm up the hands a little bit. And just warming them up nice. And just start to move your attention to any spot that feels like it's holding on to stress for you in your body. And then take your hands and place it there. For me, it's my neck, maybe it's the knees, maybe it's the heart again, or the head. Take another big breath in, big breath out. Sorry guys, little technical difficulty. So again, just massaging that spot, wherever it is on your body. You can just say, thank you, space. Thank you for trying to absorb the stress, but it's okay to let it go. Another big breath in, a long breath out. You can just open and close your hands a couple of times, just like you're flicking off, you finished doing the dishes. You can bring your hands onto the knees or anywhere that feels supportive to you. And then just start to stack your spine. Feel a nice lift here. You can draw the shoulders up, back, and down again. And then whenever you'd like, tuck the chin into the chest. And gently rock your right ear towards your right shoulder. And just find a little lifting of the chin. Maybe even take your eyes, gaze up. You can find a little smile on the face. Take another big breath in, long breath out, and then tuck the chin back in and bring the left ear towards draw that right shoulder back, lift the chin a little bit, let the eyes gaze up. And then slowly bring the chin back into the chest. You can just start to rock your head a little bit side to side, side to side. And take one more. And then just letting the chin stay here, tucking into the chest. But maybe you walk your hands back behind you so you feel a little lifting of the heart, but a tucking in of the chest. Take 3 really long breaths here. Big breath in, big breath out. One more. And then start to float the chin so that it's parallel with the earth. You can bring your right hand to your side and then bring your left hand onto your rib cage. You're going to take a little side bend off towards the right. See if you can try to wrap your left rib cage back. And then maybe you extend the left arm up towards the sky. Maybe you bend into the elbow. You can bring the hand to the back of the head and press the head into the hand. Try to peel that left elbow back. Take another long breath in. Big breath out. And then come back up into center. Give yourself a couple little rolls out through the shoulders. Nice. And then place the left hand down next to you. Right hand onto the rib cage and just leaning off to the left. Try to draw that right shoulder back. And then you can extend the right fingertips up towards the sky. If you like, you can start to reach that hand over your head. You can bend into the elbow and catch the back of the head with the hand. Press the head here. Big breath in. Long breath out. Again, smooth inhale. Long exhale. And then whenever you're ready, you can come back up. Give a couple of shoulder shrugs here. And then we're going to just start to move into some twists. So again, the legs can always be extended. You can take your left hand towards your right knee or the outside of the thigh if the legs are extended. And you're going to bring your right hand back behind you. So you're going to press those right fingertips down into the earth, lift up through the heart, and then exhale, twist a little bit more. Big breath in, big breath out. One more. And then slowly come back into center. Do some little shoulder shrugs here. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to twist off towards the left. So that right hand's going to come towards that left knee. Bring the left hand back behind you. You can even look back behind you. Inhale, feel lift through the chest. Exhale, twist a little more. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Take one more. And then come back into center. You can lean back a little bit onto your sit bones, and I invite you to extend your legs out in front of you. You can take your hands to your pockets, pull your pockets out, and then inhale, reach up towards the sun, and then exhale, just start to fold here. So maybe your hands come onto your thighs or your calves, I mean your shins, the ankles, just whatever little passive fold. But still have a bit of room that you can rock your shoulders side to side, side to side. So you're feeling this in your lower back. You can tuck the chin into the chest. Take another nice big breath in. Big breath out. Take one more. And slowly start to walk your hands back. I'm just going to turn just so you can see. So my legs are going to remain extended, but your hands are going to be back behind you. You can flex through the toes, and then just start to pedal out the feet. So point the toes, flex them, point, flex, and then maybe start to draw some circles with the toes in the same direction. So you're really starting to bring a little awareness into the ankles. I think this is really good, especially as we start to transition from the winter towards the spring. We start to use our feet in different ways, right? So you can switch which direction you're making these circles. Start to maybe total stillness. Big breath in, big breath out. One more. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to come into your tabletop pose. So you're going to have your hands underneath of your shoulders and your knees underneath of your hips. You can spread your fingers really wide, okay? You want to really be making that letter L with the thumbs and the pointer finger in particular. Middle finger should be parallel. And then on your next inhale, flip the tailbone up, open through the heart. And then exhale as you round out, tuck the chin in. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Let's take 2 more. And then come into a nice, smooth spine. You can start to extend the left leg back behind you. And then just take little pulses. Just move your hips forward and back a bit, forward and back. Just opening up through that left calf. Then the next time you pull that left heel back, start to move that left foot over to the right. So it's like the left leg's crossing behind the right. You can look over the right shoulder. Check out that left heel. Take a nice big breath in, big breath out. Again. And then slowly unwind. Plant that left knee parallel or next to the right. And then just swish your tailbone side to side like you have a big tail. Coming into stillness again, you can extend the right leg back behind you and just move the hips forward and back, forward and back. And then whenever you feel ready, you can start to move that right foot over to the left and look over that left shoulder. Get a nice long line of energy through that right side. Big breath in, big breath out. One more. And then you can slowly extend the right leg, drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Maybe sink the hips back towards the heels. You can drop the forehead down. And just hang out here in your child's pose. So child's pose is also often referred to as the wisdom pose. Keep the forehead down on the ground. You want to extend the arms. If you want to reach them back behind you, let the shoulders come out of the ears. Big inhale. Long exhale. Let's take 3 more. So now you're in what's called Virasana, or your hero's pose. So your hips are sitting on your feet if it's comfortable. If not, you can always bring a pillow in between the feet and tuck the toes if you like. You're going to bring your right hand down to the earth, and just like what we did before, you're going to bring your left hand onto your rib cage, and you're just going to take a little side bend. You can reach the left arm up and over. Imagine like you're trying to reach for me. And reach with your hands. Just create a lot of length through that left side body. Try to tuck your right elbow into your right waist. And then inhale, come up and just observe. Observe the little nuances, maybe the sensations, maybe some of the imbalances as we start to create room. Then your left hand can come down onto your left side. Your right hand can come onto your ribs. Maybe your right arm reaches up and over. Draw that right shoulder back. Take another big breath in, big breath out. And then come all the way up. I invite you to start to lift the hips so that they come over top of the knees. So you can have the toes tucked under if you'd like. So the hips are over top of the knees. Tuck the tailbone under. Bring the hands onto the heart. Lift the heart up into the hands. And then swim the hands to catch your lower back. Send the hips forward. breath out. There's your camel pose. It's like the opposite of sitting at a desk doing stuff on a computer. Just let that heart shine. Maybe find the smile on your face. Nice. Big inhale. Longer exhale. And then slowly start to come out of it. You can untuck the toes and then come back down into your wisdom, your child's pose. I encourage you to bring your hands back behind you this time. You can rock the forehead a little bit, side to side, side to side. Good. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Whenever you feel ready, you can slowly start to come back up. You're just going to plant your hands in front of you and just figure out what is the easiest way for you to come up into standing, into your mountain pose, okay? And take your time transitioning from the earth all the way up to standing. Then whenever you get there, you can flip the palms, face them open, draw the shoulders back. Just like these trees behind me, we're rooting down so that we can rise up. Feel your feet connecting to the ground, shifting the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the sides of the neck lengthen, and maybe a little soft engagement from the belly, just supporting that thoracic and lumbar spine, the lower and middle back. I invite you to soften or close the eyes. And just sense yourself here with the palms facing open and receiving. What is it that you want to receive? What was your sankalpa for this practice? Come back to that heart intention. Another big breath in. Big breath out. We're going to slowly inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, slide the hands in prayer down the center line of the body. And bend in the knees as much as you need so that you can fold forward. Whenever you're ready, inhale, half or 3/4 lift. Bring your hands onto your shins or your thighs. And then exhale, fold all the way down. Next, inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the hands up. We're going to do this a couple of times. Slide the hands down the midline and then slowly fold forward. Inhale, half or 3/4 lift. Exhale, just feel your legs the whole way. So in Ayurveda, the sister science of yoga, they say that the muscles contain earth and water. So you're just letting yourself ground as you inhale, rise all the way back up. Pressing the palms together, sensing the palms. Exhale as you fold. Let's do one more. Inhale, half or 3/4. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you rise up, reach up. Grow those branches and then exhale, diving back down. You can inhale, half or 3/4 lift. And on your exhale, plant your hands. You're going to step the right foot back, drop the right knee down, bring the hands onto the left thigh. Come out of the bend of the left knee just a bit and engage that right hip a lot. So engaging that right glute muscle. You can feel your tailbone tuck under a little bit. This should bring a lot of sensation to the front of the right hip. If it feels safe to you, then you can bend into the left knee a little bit more. Keep the hands onto the hips. Maybe the thumbs come onto like the back of the waist. And squeeze the elbows together. And find a little bit of that camel pose here, that opening through the heart. But we're never flipping our head back. We still want to be able to feel like a nice, soft neck. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Take 2 more. Following inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, plant the hands either side of the left foot. You can straighten out that left leg. Walk the hands back so they're under your shoulders for support. Flexing through the left toes. So you're half Hanuman, you're half again, bring the hands back onto the hips. Now we're going to do something really funky here. So you're going to straighten through that left leg. You're going to pivot the left toes so they face towards the right side of the mat. Okay, so you start to pivot towards the long side of the mat. You can even take that right foot and kick it back. Left hand onto left thigh, reach the right arm up. Maybe it bends at the elbow, catching the back of your head, and then lean over. This is called gate posture. So that right shoulder comes back. See if you can create a little more space to the right side. Big breath in, big breath out. And then come all the way up. Maybe extend your arms, flip the palms, face them forward. Feel your heart open. And then exhale, bring the hands back onto the hips. And come onto that left heel, bend back into the left knee. And then however you want to get there, you're going to step the right foot towards the left. It's okay if you have to walk your hands back a little bit or whatever makes sense to you. And then just ending up in your forward fold. So you can grab opposite elbows, tuck the chin in, and sway a bit side to side. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out. One more. And then inhale, half or 3/4 lift. Hands on shins, thighs. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Hands come down through the midline, bending into the knees, folding forward. Inhale, half or 3/4 lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come down through the midline, fold forward. Inhale, half or 3/4 lift. This time as you plant the hands, you can step the left foot back, drop the left knee down, bring the hands onto the right thigh here. Try to check out your right toes and just notice if there's any tension. Can you pick up the toes, set them back down? Take less of a bend in the right knee than you think you need, and feel the left hip rock forward. You can bring the hands onto the hips, and then maybe you start to bend into the knee a little bit more. Lift up through the chest, maybe the thumbs walk back, catch the small of the back. You'll lift through the heart. Smooth breath in, long breath out. Again, big inhale, slow exhale, and then slowly start to lean the chest forward. Plant your hands either side of the right leg. Walk your hands back. You're going to straighten out that right leg and spill your heart space forward. You can tuck the chin into the chest. One more long inhale. Slow exhale. And then whenever you're ready, bend back into the right knee. You can bring your hands back onto that right leg. You're going to start to straighten out the right leg. Remember what we did on the other side. So this right toe space towards the left. The left foot is just going to kickstand around. It's okay if you have to take like some little movements to kind of make that make sense in your container. So the right leg's extended. The weight is of the left hip is stacked over the left knee. You can start to bring your right hand onto your right thigh, left hand onto your left side of the ribs, and then just start to arc over to the right. Try to draw that left shoulder back. Maybe you extend the left arm up towards the sky. Maybe you bend into the elbow, press the head into the hand. Big breath in, big breath out. Again. Longer inhale, slower exhale, and then slowly start to come back up. Awesome. You're just going to pivot back around, bend back into that right knee. However you need to get there, get your feet towards the front of the mat. And from here you can inhale, half or 3/4 lift. Exhale as you fold down. Inhale as you rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands through the heart center, slowly lowering. Inhale, half or 3/4 lift. Exhale as you lower down. And again, inhale, rise all the way up. This time just pause here for a moment. Keep your hands, your the arms up. Exhale, slowly fold. Inhale, half or three-quarter lift. Exhale, as you plant the hands, you're going to step the right foot back. This time you're going to draw the right heel in. You're going to come up into your warrior two. So that right leg is straight. That left knee is as close to being over the left ankle as you can. You just don't want it further then, especially not towards the toes, because that overextends the left knee. Okay? You can open up your arms here. I invite you to bring your right hand onto your right thigh and lift your left arm up and over. Find a nice big stretch here. Maybe you bend into the left elbow, bring it to the back of the head. And then inhale, come back up, extend the arms. You can straighten out the left leg. Bring the left hand onto the left thigh. Right hand can come to your lower right back. Pull that right shoulder back. And then start to come into your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Pull the right shoulder back, back, back. Another big breath in. Big breath out. And then inhale, come all the way up. You're going to parallel both of your feet now so that they face the long side of the mat. And I invite you to bring your hands onto your hips and just rotate, fold forward from the hips. Bring the hands onto the ground. You can shake the head a little bit. I'm just going to stay here for about 7 breaths. I'm just going to check on you guys. Awesome. Another smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. And whenever you're ready, rise all the way up. Open your arms, maybe interlace the fingers, flip the palms, face them up. You can shake the hips a little bit side to side. And then very slowly bring the hands back onto the hips. You can turn back towards those left toes. I like to cartwheel my arms, step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, half or three-quarter lift. Exhale as you fold down. Inhale as you rise all the way up, reach up. Sense the hands pressing together, sliding through the Shushunda, the midline of the body. Inhale, half or three-quarter lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise. One more time. Inhale, opening through the heart. Exhale, bending into the knees, being generous, closing that gap between the chest and the thighs, folding forward. Inhale, half or three-quarter lift. Exhale as you plant your hands, you're going to step your left foot back and you're going to come up into your warrior two. So that right hand comes forward, left hand comes back. Settle the shoulders down. Check out your right knee. Make sure it's tractioning towards the right pinky. Left leg is rather straight. You can start to bring your left hand onto your left thigh. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Maybe bend into the elbow. Catch the back of the head. Nice. Try to keep making sure that that right shin is going forward by bending into the right knee. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then inhale, extend the arms. Straighten the right leg. And reach the right hand forward. Bring the left hand to support your lower back. Right hand comes onto the thigh. Pull that left shoulder back. So a lot of times we get into this posture and we just think about how low we can go. That's going to drop that left shoulder. You want to think about how long you can be. Awesome. Another long breath in. Big breath out. One more. And then slowly come up. Rotating those right toes so that they're parallel with the left. So all 10 toes face the long side of the mat. And then you can take your hands to your hips and just starting to hinge forward. So imagine there's like a laundry line across your hips. Now your body is just like the t-shirt hanging out to dry, folding over that line. You can shake your head yes. You can shake your head no. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly start to rise back up. shoulders up, back down. We're gonna do something a little different. You're gonna roll the heels in and the toes out slightly. So not like all the way out, but just a little bit, just so you can bend into the knees and feel kind of comfortable here. This is horse or goddess stance. Just gonna give you a moment just to kind of play and feel yourself here. If you can open up the knees a little bit more, but still maintain some awareness of your bandhas, your Uddiyana and your Mula Bandha. These are kind of like your pelvic floor lift, or just like a little light engagement in the lower belly, just protecting that lumbar, lower back, finding a little energy to rise up through the spine. Invite you, if you like, you can inhale as you reach your hands down, and then exhale, send your arms open. Inhale like you're scooping and carrying that inhale from the earth, washing it over you. Exhale, extend it out. Let's take 3 more. And then slowly bring your hands back into your hips. You can start to straighten out the legs. Maybe find your 5-pointed star, wiggle the fingers. And then bring the hands back onto the hips, rotate back towards the right foot, step the left foot up to meet the right. Pause here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back into heart center. Check back in. What's going on? How do you feel? Where can you root so that you can rise up? So the more grounded we are, the more flexible we can become up here. I'm not talking about our hamstrings. I'm really talking about our spirit and what we can handle. Two more breaths here. And then slowly bring the hands onto the hips. You're going to start to lift onto the ball of the right foot and then turn that right knee open. So we can't be out here in these trees without doing our tree posture, right? So tree posture can look like this. Maybe the heel is just glued to the inside of the left foot. Just opening that right knee up. Maybe you move it up a little bit more. Maybe you're able to bring it into your inner thigh. It doesn't really matter, but it's just like when we came into that triangle posture. We don't want our shoulder to be rolling forward, but we don't want our knee to be rolling forward. So you're just coming to that optimal space where your hips are able to be square to the front of the mat, but open here. You definitely don't have your foot on your knee, your joint. You don't want to stress it. I invite you to start to reach the hands up and play a little bit. Find a little bit of the dance. Maybe roll out the wrist. You know, open and close the hands. Just find some celebration in your expression. And then whenever you're ready, step that right foot down and just shake it off. Good. You can slowly start to transfer so that weight's on the right foot. You're opening up the left knee. You're gluing that left foot to the inside of the right ankle, right? Check in here. This might be perfect for today. Maybe you want to work on pulling it up a little bit. Maybe you don't. You can bring your foot maybe onto the inside of your right thigh. Really make sure you're doing this posture for you, not for anybody else. What feels like the right and appropriate application of this? Do you want to even have your hands on a wall? That's my favorite. Walls are the best props. Maybe even a tree. You can reach your arms up, you can play. You can also just do this in your imagination. And have better benefits for you. Take another big breath in, big breath out. And then whenever you're ready, come out of it. Just sway a little bit. Invite you to inhale, lift your arms up, and then exhale, slowly melt all the way down. Take a nice big bend into your knees so that you can grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. Whenever you're ready, you're going to bring your hands onto your mat so you can make your way down onto the heels are from the hip bones, the more space you're going to have. You can also always bring your hips onto a pillow if that feels more accessible. I invite you to have your hands on your shins and then just slowly melt forward. Tuck the chin in, wiggle the jaw. Big breath in, big breath out. 2 more. And then slowly coming up, you can bring the knees together. I like to have my feet a little bit wide on the mat and have your hands back behind you for some support. Let the knees roll over to the right and the left. Your legs are like little windshield wipers. And then the next time they roll over to the right, you can lift your left arm up towards the sky, and you're going to bring your left hand onto your right hand. You're just going to be in a little twist. If it feels best to stay up, you can. If you want to come onto your forearms, or if you want to lie down here, you totally can. Out. You're going to slowly start to walk the hands back. Bring that left arm back behind you. Let the knees come back up towards the sky, and then let the knees go over to the left. You can reach the right arm up and bring the right hand towards the left. Bend into the elbows, onto the forearms. Onto your back. Whenever you're ready, you can hug the knees into the chest. And just let the knees kind of go from side to side, feeling your lower back here on the earth. I invite you to extend your legs all the way up towards the sky, and then just draw some circles with the ankles. Go in the opposite direction. And then just invite some stillness here. I like to bring my hands to the back of my thighs to support me. Just take 5 breaths. Ready, you can bend the knees. Let the knees go to the right, the left arm go to the left. And bring the knees back into center. The knees over to the left, the right arm to the right. And then gently the knees back into center. You can extend your way out into your reps, into your sleep, your sunset posture, shavasana. Just allowing yourself to set yourself up fully here. So just as you come and lie down, I invite you to gently close your eyes. just notice all the parts in the back of the body that are supported by the earth underneath of you. Feel that support as your resource. Imagine just like this earth has these mountains that maybe experience different weathers, harsh rain, harsh snow, and then they move into the spring and the summer. The earth is always supporting it. That mountain, no matter what's happening on the surface, it remains steady and still on the inside. We invite that relationship for you with the earth. No matter what seasons come, you start to picture the surface of your body as if it's like this time in the spring when all the snow is melting and the rivers are overflowing. Things are beginning to bloom. sighing it out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. And start to wiggle your fingers, toes. Maybe move your tongue inside of your mouth. Connect to the element water that's within. And swallow. Whenever you feel awake enough, rock onto one side, whatever side feels the most supportive to you. And very gently and slowly make your way up into a seat. Place your hands in any form that feels meaningful or significant to you. Draw a big breath in and a big breath out. And thank you so much for taking this time for your practice, taking this time for me, for yourself, and for those around you. Please feel free to reach out with any offerings that you're hoping to find through yoga and our partnership with Medicinal Dreams. We'd love to hear from you. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day wherever you are. Namaste. Bye, guys. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks so much.